This is my 2020 Chevrolet Colorado. It's a Z71 model. I bought this brand new and then did some minor changes, some minor cosmetic changes, as well as some performance upgrades. One of the things you see right here, it's got a full titanium exhaust we built, and that was sponsored by Taycan. Also a titanium light bar. That whole bar weighs about 12 pounds. It actually weighs less than the lights. Wheels and tires, fender flares, 2-inch lift in the front, and not really anything on the inside, just floor mats. Inside is just the way it came. I really like the interior. And then the biggest change was the V8. This is a 2020 V8 from a Chevrolet Silverado, and this has the 6-speed transmission too. Last thing we did on this was the DOD delete, just for increased reliability. This truck has been fantastic. However, last few weeks, it started making some noises. We have a bunch of noise in the front end. Something has broke. Best guess, that right there. Looks like the bushing is completely blown out. Maybe these are skunk tube bushings. Yeah, they're disintegrated. They didn't just blow out, they're just gone. Yeah. They were there, now gone.
Just don't call these and tell them that.
Rather than getting the GM ones, which I think are just obviously not very good, we went to these guys right here. Monroe. These just looked a lot beefier. They were more money than the GM ones, but the bushings just look better, and they come with the 2 new washer pieces here to stop it pulling through when the bushing does disintegrate. It's not the GM top hat, it's their top hat. And you can see all the bushing is broken around there. So it's not something where we just change the top hat. This is an extended top hat, but it's got like the sides on it. So if we change this, I'm going to lose that 2-inch lift in the front, which is essentially just like a leveling kit, which isn't the end of the world, but it's going to kind of suck. You can see there the gap in there where it's broken, but it's also going to throw my alignment off. It's just going to mess things up. So there you go. I'm blaming GM for it, and it's not their deal.
It's really fault.
It's theirs. So yeah, and this was a real chore to get this on. As you see, there's not a whole lot of thread left. So I'm doing a little bit of digging around to see if anybody local has anything like this. So when we put this thing back together, it can just go down the road. Passenger side, same way. See, the urethane is just falling apart. This is why we don't like urethane for bushings. This is just one of those things that just fall apart. So these are by Ready Lift, I think we said. Yeah, so I got another set coming tomorrow. It's not by these. So this is like an all-in built-in top hat. So the ones we got coming are a spacer that goes on the top of your factory top hat, and then there is an inch here too. So it's kind of like 2 parts of this, and it's pretty cheap. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. I'll show you that when it gets here. So if you're having the kind of noise that I had, where it feels like your truck is falling apart, this is how the truck looked just as I picked it up brand new from the dealer. And as you see, it's high in the back and low in the front. This is just the way they set trucks up, and it looks goofy. So the leveling kit essentially lifted the front 2 inches to make it level. I didn't want it super jacked up. I just wanted it level, and then you'll see the rest of the modifications I did on the video. Anyway, Esther to the rescue. She takes me to go pick up these parts. This is a better system. So there's 2 spacers basically. This spacer that is going to go here, and then this goes on the top of the top hat. Best guess. So yeah, we just knocked that guy off right there. It's like an old Coney shuck. So yeah, that should come down. Is there a ring on it?
This is coming down?
Yeah, that should knock it off. It should just tap off. So yeah, the bush is completely gone in there. When we took this thing apart, that bushing was falling apart in the truck. Yeah, look at it, it's gone.
It's almost like feels like roughness.
This looks like a shock graveyard down here.
Yeah, nobody picks up their stuff.
This is where the shocks come to die.
Yeah. People don't want to take it down. Yeah.
So there we go. There is a new one. There is the lifted piece right there. It looks a lot more. That used to be a bushing. So that is what used to have one of these on each side. That's what it started off as, and that's what it ended up. Kind of a good design, the bushings, not so good. Sucky bushings. Made in the USA though.
Is it?
Yeah, look at that. No tariffs there.
No.
Yeah, I bet the bushing's not made in the USA.
See that?
No. Yeah, now it says designed in the US. Made somewhere else.
It was shipped to the US. That's what they said. Shipped to the US. No one's making it.
Okay, so this is where I stand at the other end of the shop and use the zoom function. So you know what I just realized? I just looked at the videos back. I think, well, I know. We put this on backwards. This is upside down. So it took a lot of compressing to get the spring back. And as you see, this one ended up with a bit of a wobble. We tried this 3 or 4 times. Now I know why this spring is over tensioned. I mean, we had a heck of a time getting this thing back on. And that's because this should be the other way around, which means this mounting surface is going to be closer to here. So if we put these on, I'd end up with like a 3-inch lift and a really tight spring. So, okay, we messed up. I guess I'm going to have to call my buddy neighbor John and see if I can go back and switch these, which sucks because he's like 20 miles up the road. So I've got to take the bag out so the shocks fit in here perfect. I've got to pack them so they don't bounce around and tear up the interior. Okay, back at his shop. So you see how crooked that spring is? It's under a massive amount of tension, so hopefully we can get this done pretty quick because we are loaded at the shop. And he's busy too. He has enough going on. That's going to drop at about that much, I'm guessing. That's what it should look like. Look at the difference. Look how much we had that spring loaded. Holy moly. Good job we don't do this as a living. That's why we had such a hard time with that freaking spring. Wow. We can put the Colorado together, test it, go drive it, make sure everything is good. So big thank you to neighbor John for coming through with the spring compressor and actually using the spring compressor twice. But now we know how to do them. We won't make that mistake again. So after a test drive and confirm it's perfect now, measured it, and the height is exactly the same. And this kit was fairly cheap. I think it was like 50 bucks. We got it from S&M Truck World in Clearwater. So check those guys out. They offer all that stuff. Perfect truck. Love this thing. If you want to follow this truck build, I did a full video build on it. I bought it in 2020. We did the V8. We did a slight suspension lift, wheels and tires, the titanium roll bar, titanium exhaust. And the truck has been trouble-free. It's been the best truck I have had. Very useful. All kinds of room, all kinds of towing, tons of power, and believe it or not, much better gas mileage. I did hit 30 mpg on the highway, keeping it around 60 to 65 miles an hour, just driving it careful. But in the city, it'll do 18, 19, no problem at all. Fantastic truck, coldest air, nice tech, everything works. I like the way it looks, I like the way it drives. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, got some ideas from it. See you on the next video. Don't forget, enjoy your trucks.